Who do we have here? We have the amazing Amanda. I'm here, but I'll be sleeping. Well, that's good. Um, get some rest, get some sleep. Hopefully, I can provide a comfortable spot for you to sleep. Smile Face is here with a smile face. No surprise. How are you, my friend? Hope everyone is having a good day so far. For me, well, I'd like to say I'm just getting started, but I've actually been up for almost 3 hours. It's 5 in the morning here on the East Coast of the United States. We're going to read a little bit from A Course in Miracles, just a little bit, and then I'll make some breakfast. All right, so as described in the title, we're going to read a little bit from A Course in Miracles. Excuse me, guys. For me, my own work in the course right now has me on lesson 217, but I wrote about lesson 33. But I think I'm going to read a little bit from the text as well as maybe the manual for teachers. An interesting quote came up this morning as offered by Kenneth Wapnick, who was one of the original teachers of the course. He was the original editor. So there from nearly the beginning, and he became probably the most prominent teacher of the course. One of the quotes that he offered in a little pamphlet that I'm reading is, "Nothing so blinding as perception of form. For sight of form means understanding has been obscured." And that does relate to lesson 33. Hey, Amanda. Amanda, how are you? I just watched the short right before I came live. I watched the short of your husband and your goose. It's something never occurred to me that I would ever say. Your husband and your goose watching TV together. Austin says, "Hi, happy face." Hey, Austin, how are you? Nothing so blindly as perception of form, for sight means understanding has been obscured. If I am merely seeing your form, if I am merely seeing the form of a goose, if I am merely seeing the form of this, my phone and my phone stand, or my desktop here in front of me, or my desk, then true vision is being obscured. I'm not seeing that everything is emanating from love itself. Nothing so blinding as perception of form, which is why when we see sin and we see error, we're only seeing form and we're not seeing deeper. We're not seeing past that. And that makes forgiveness impossible, because the ego can only see form. The ego only wants to see form, so the ego can't truly forgive. However, lesson 133 says there's another way to seeing the world. The entirety of A Course in Miracles, the entirety of yoga, the entirety of Buddhism is showing us there is another way of seeing the world. There's a way of seeing not just form, but seeing beyond form. Arshia says, "I'm from Iran." Welcome from Iran, my friend. Appreciate you being here. So, seeing beyond form is how we forgive. Yes, on the level of form, there's cause and effect, and what you did might have hurt me. What you did might have damaged me. What you've done might be horrible on the level of form. However, on the level of reality, the only thing that is really in existence, there isn't form. There's no such thing as form. So how could something have occurred without form? How could you hurt me without form? If I am formlessness itself, I'm beyond damage. So forgiveness is seeing beyond form. Hey, Squirrel Sniper, how are you? So carrying on here, this is chapter 22. Only mistakes have different forms, and so they can deceive. How often have you been angry with someone, convinced that they are wrong, convinced that they are horrible people? You'll never, ever forgive them, only to have a sudden shift in reality and think, oh, that didn't happen at all. I need to apologize for this person because what I thought happened didn't really happen. So mistakes have different forms. You can change form because it's not true. It could not be reality because reality can't be changed. Hey, Jace. Jace, good morning, Eric. Good morning, my friend. Reality can't be changed. Philip K. Dick, the author, says reality is that which doesn't change. He wrote Blade Runner, the movie, the short story, The Running Man, which became a movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Not a bad movie. Reason will tell you that if form is not reality, it must be an illusion and is not there to see, which means the errors that you see within another aren't reality. So, continuing. Let not the form of his mistake keep you from him whose holiness is yours. So when we look past the error, when we look past the form of someone's mistake, then we can see the holiness of them. When we see the holiness of them, we realize it's a reflection of our own holiness. Let me dive in here in the chat real quick. Jace is saying hi to everyone. Austin says, hi, brother Jace. Sniper says, the tree's purpose is to try and outgrow its form. My job is to bring it back to form, but it's only for a short while. Interesting. Hey, Gavin. Gavin Hoskins says hi. Another way we could look at it, Sniper, that maybe your job is to see the formlessness of the form of a tree and know that even as you're trimming the tree, that the formlessness of the tree itself is untouched. That you're just recognizing the formlessness and not the form. The form is the job. The formlessness is the realization. The trees offer you enlightenment. That's pretty cool. That's something worthy of writing about. Learning enlightenment from a tree. As you can learn enlightenment from anything and anyone. Let's see. Gavin says, I just liked. Thanks, I appreciate that. Small faces waving at Jace. So, Let your awareness of your brother not be blocked by your perception of his sins and his body. That's the mistake we all make. Not really a mistake. It's just how we see in the limits of our perception. Remember that nothing is so blinding as perception of form. All we see is form. But that doesn't mean that we can't realize formlessness. Beyond his errors, his holiness is your salvation. You gave him not his holiness, but tried to see your sins in him to save yourself. And yet his holiness is your forgiveness. That's the nature of what Course of Miracles calls a holy relationship. A holy relationship is simply when two people come together for the purpose of even one of them seeing beyond the illusion of form. So we have special relationships, and a special relationship is always seeing just form. A special relationship is when I look at you and all I see is form. You look at me and all you see is form. And we continue that way. It is to elevate form above all else. A holy relationship is when for just an instant illusions are dropped and I see you in the light of who you truly are. And in that reflection, I get to see myself. What a wonderful gift that forgiveness offers me. In forgiving you, the illusion of form, I get to see my own holiness. I get to see my own light. I get to see myself as formlessness itself. All right, where are we? Sniper says, hey to Jace and Gavin, Smallface, and Austin. Our friend Amanda is way up at the top, but she might be asleep. What's the plan for everyone today? Sniper, you got a day to rest your back? Jace, you said you're heading, you're going to head to the beach? For me, I'm going to have some oatmeal in just a few minutes, and then I'll go out and take a walk. I think, talking with our new friend Dale, he's been coming quite a few of the chats. I really enjoyed the conversation with him. He's been bringing up the 5 Tibetan rites, which is it's a form of Tibetan energy yoga. Tibetan yoga is a little more dynamic than the yoga asanas that we used to see. It's a book I've had for probably 30 years, the 5 Tibetans. And I think my afternoon practice, I'm going to start doing the 5 Tibetans for a while again. It's been I think it was last November, maybe last October, November. I re-injured my back, and usually if my back would go out in the course of when I first injured it, I could always reset it in a day, 2 days, 3 days tops. This time around, I don't know why it took so long, but last year, it was still hurting. And I got the inspiration to start doing the 5 Tibetans again, and it really seemed to help. And then around sometime in early fall, I sort of veered into a gentler yoga asana routine, and it started proving a great deal. Every once in a while, I do something a little ridiculous, like last week when I did a 10-minute set, kettlebell long cycle, followed by a set of squats, followed by a heavier 5-minute set of long cycle on Saturday. A little too much, and my back went out again. But not out. It was sore. I felt it. but feeling pretty good today. It's actually sore at a different spot. Jay says, postpone it until next week, so I'm free. What's the plan? I got a video, I think it's on my members channel, but I might do a non-members video of me practicing the 5 Tibetans. Highly recommend them. You got circles, followed by a leg raise. But again, it's all done dynamically. Very gentle back bend. Hey, Max. Followed by tabletop. One second. The last one is downward dog, upward dog. Max says, morning, Eric and all. Jason's waving at Max. So stay tuned for that. Maybe I'll just do it on the members for now. We'll see. I was able to gift 5 free memberships yesterday. You get to do 10 per month. 10 per month. I'm going to try to wait until mid-month to do the next 5. Gavin just subscribed. Thanks, Gavin. That's much appreciated, my friend. Let me bring up Gavin's channel. And connect with him as well. So I see you don't have any content up, which doesn't matter. If you decide you want to do content, let us know. And here's one thing I can guarantee you, my friend. Everyone here would help you. Everyone here would do what they could to support you. Jay says, how do you gift the memberships, Eric? It might take a month or two after you've been monetized before it happens. Go to right by the chat icon. If you go to the little money symbol, it'll say super chat, and then member. And then for you, it might also say super sticker, super chat, membership. And then it should say members gifting, membership gifting. Baker says, when a rich guy flirts, it's charming. When a poor guy does it, it's creepy. That's a true statement. I had never considered that. Jace, a member for 5 months. That's amazing. A member for 5 months. Thank you so much, Jace. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So I have 3 tiers. Not that I'm crying, 3 tiers. I have basic support, another level of basic support, yoga and meditation room. I'm going to be honest with you, they are all the same. Do not feel that you need to do anything. Don't feel that you ever need to do anything. You never have to do anything. Nothing. I appreciate when people do, though. Tandra, how are you? What's the official count for the day, Tandra? Our friend Beggar. I always appreciate you coming in, my friend. Today it's 2538. That's awesome. Because let me go with the official count. I know you guys and your fancy math skills, you can do it all in your head. You don't need a calculator. I'm not that good. I'm not that smart. 462 watch hours with 5 being held. 5 days. They always hold back 5 days. So you know that at least that's 62. Tanya's in the 300s. 300 watch hours can be done in a week. Guys, if you could do a great favor to me, to my channel, to our good friend Tandra, who really is a good friend, by the way. If you could watch a playlist. And get those last few. Tandra says, yeah, it's moving now. That's so cool. So cool to see. I think maybe Tandra might be the first. It was neck and neck with Kelly, with Runner Boy, and Tandra, but I think Tandra might be pulling ahead. I have Tandra up right now. Happy Sunday morning. And we will play this as long as it's up, and then we'll restart the playlist. So the big three, big four right now for me that I'd like to help. Tandra, Daisy May, Runner Boy, and Food from Afar. And then when we help them, we're going to just shift the next people up. Just keep helping people reach their goals. So in just a minute, we're going to shut things down. We're going to go make that oatmeal. I think I love making my oatmeal as much as I love eating my oatmeal. It's such a morning act of gratitude. Thanking every aspect of the oatmeal. From the oats, to the sun, to the rain, to the earth that nourished it, to the harvesters, to those who put it in containers and boxed it up, and the truck drivers that shipped it out, to the people that made the roads that allowed the truck drivers to drive, to the cashier, person that delivered it, all of it. I'm boiling 4 eggs as we speak. Only 4 eggs. We're just having a snack. Tanya says, thanks everyone for helping me. I'll be honest with you, Tandra. Helping you was and is an absolute pleasure. It's why even after you hit your numbers, you're going to be a constant of my morning. You'll always be up and playing. I love your playlist. I love having it up. You and Daisy. Nature's Dog Realms, Chris, Mama Chris, Toy Pups, again, Daisy May. It's just a nice break for me. Whatever I'm doing, if I'm writing or, doing other stuff when I'm here at my desktop, I just slide right over. As you guys can see, here's my desktop. That's me. Yeah, I know. That was a double dose of Eric. You guys didn't deserve that. You deserve better than the double dose. So I'm using my phone. I'm broadcasting so I can read the chat. I have my desktop up. But if I just do a little shift and I come over to welcome, Tandra. And I take a break and I hang out with my good friend Tandra. Or I take a break and I hang out with my good friend. Right now, there's a commercial playing. traditional Ubaya tomato and onion soup, plus my new t-shirt. That is our friend, Food from Afar. I'll have Daisy up and running in a little bit. And whoever else needs help. I don't always get a chance to watch like every single friend, of course. But like if Jace goes live, Jace will go live. He'll work out with someone later today. I'll have him up. I'll share him out. I'll stop in. I'll say hi. I'll hit the like button, and I'll be able to. I'll participate as I'm able to. You know, I want to be there to support not just the people that I like. I'll be honest with you. There are some channels that I don't necessarily agree with everything, which is fine. But I'll support them because they asked. Jay says, "It's okay, bro. I'm just someone that you used to watch." My sense of humor. You are someone that I didn't see that comment before I said all of that. You are someone that I continue to watch. Max says, "Your office looks cozy. I'm surrounded by books and running shoes. What an odd combination. I think I have every running shoe I've ever run in for the past 20 years still present. I have the running shoes falling apart where I did my first 100-miler and my first 5 or so 24-hour races. And Milk was like, "Why do you still have those shoes?" I don't know. I'm sentimental. Jay says, "Second ads, we'll watch them through." I appreciate that. Max, how are you feeling, my friend? Max says, "I think books and running shoes are a great representation of you." Thanks, Max. That's probably true. Hey, Goga. Goga says, "Happy Sunday, Eric." Happy Sunday for you, my friend. Hey, speaking of Sundays and speaking of Goga, 2 things. Sunday is the Sunday service with Goga. It'll be 1 o'clock my time. That's Eastern United States. Sundays are always, always, always inspirational with Goga. He picks the most amazing people. And I'm not saying that because he picked me to be his last guest last October. It has nothing to do with it. I'm just saying. He does pick the most amazing people to be his guest. Let's see. Jay says, "Have you read many books on running, though?" I have. Too many books on running. Born to Run, a book on running, is what got me running beyond training. I've run my entire life training for something. Born to Run, in the first paragraph of reading Born to Run, in line in a bookstore buying other books, I put the books that I was going to buy away, and I decided in that instant that I was going to be an ultra runner and I was going to run 100 miles. And when I got home, I told everyone, "I'm going to run 100 miles. I'm training for it." Guess what? So are you. Let's see. Jay says, "Go, good brother. Bless you." Wagwan Jace. Let's see. Max says, "Quite ill to be honest. Thanks for asking. I'll have to reach out on Messenger for some spiritual perspective." Hey, Max. Definitely reach out. Let's talk. Cypress says, "The shoes show the miles run." Yes, they do. They hold the memory of they hold this in their very cells, in their very molecules, they hold the memory of every little particle of dirt that they've run through. every state, every race. Goga says, Laugh and Eric, you're amazing. Amazingly-ish. Always, don't forget to throw in the ish. Sort of amazing. It's amazing that I know so many amazing people. Here's the most amazing thing about me. It's amazing that I know Goga. It's amazing that I know Max and Sniper and Jace. Sniper waves at Goga. Jace says, okay, have you ever read a book while running? It's a good question. No, I have not. Otherwise, you would see the scars from me hitting a tree. I actually do have a scar from hitting a tree. It was a fallen tree. I thought I was low enough. I was not low enough. There was a branch sticking out. The branch broke out of my head and was sticking there. Just a little tiny stump sticking out of my head. I got a photo. I'll post it on my community page if I remember. And I was, man, if it was just a little lower, I would have ended up maybe losing an eye. I got up and the little stick was sticking out of my head. Blood was coming down. And my friend, she said, oh my God, Eric, you got a branch sticking out of your head. And I was like, yank it out. And she said, I will. Let me take a picture first. Max says, do audio books count while running? They would count while running. You know what? I've run over 20 miles on a treadmill before. I have friends who have done 100-mile races on a treadmill before. I don't like listening to things. I don't like listening to music. I like running. Just running. Unadorned. So I don't need books on tape. I don't even need to talk to anyone. I don't need music. I like being alone with my mind and my thoughts until the thoughts themselves subside and I'm just alone. And by alone, I don't mean lonely. I mean alone. Literally, there's just one thing. Max says, how about you, Eric? Hopefully a bit better today. I am. Thank you, Max. Jace is offering laugh and a smile. Let's see. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up in just a minute. Oh, so the two things. Make sure that you hang out with Goga today. Again, his Sunday service, it's always inspirational on Sunday. Wednesday, he has been so on point for me lately on his Wednesday lessons. If you're looking to grow your YouTube channel, Goga teaches you how to do it. And so don't forget, Sunday services, Wednesday's lessons with Goga. Sunday's also premiere day with our friend Optimod, Timo, Sabine, and Bax. That will be later in today. Max says, do you have any quotes you liked about thinking about the future and anxiety, negative, and assuming things that may not happen? Jason's going to message after the stream. Got you. Any quotes? Thinking about the future. Give me a second, Max. Let's quote a few things in chapter 3 of A Course in Miracles. This is Perception versus Knowledge, chapter 3, the innocent perception. This is paragraph 3. The questioning mind perceives itself in time and therefore looks for future answers. The closed mind believes the future and the present will be the same. The closed mind believes the future and the present will be the same. This establishes a seemingly stable state that is usually an attempt to counteract an underlying fear that the future will be worse than the present. This fear inhibits the tendency to question at all. So all the Course is saying, be open. Entertain the possibility the future will be different than what is right now. The future will be different than what we're experiencing right now. The closed mind believes the future and the present will be the same. It's an attempt to counteract an underlying fear that the future will be worse than the present. So here, true vision is the natural perception of spiritual sight. Entertain the possibility. Entertain the possibility that what you see, what you're experiencing right now, could be different and will be different. And that the future is going to reflect that change in perception that happens right now. That's the entirety of A Course in Miracles. A miracle is simply asking for a shift in perception. It's not saying, can I part the Red Sea? Can I turn water into wine? Can I have the gift of loaves and fishes, the gift of manifestation? It is saying, can I see things different than they are right now? Can I have a shift in perception? Can I see not with the ego, but with spirit itself, including my fear about the future? Can I see things differently? It's asking. And then be willing to entertain that a miracle is possible. That's enough. Hey, Clark, Dale, I was mentioning you earlier. Max says you can reflect that on that one if you want. I don't want to keep you from your oatmeal walk. Thanks, brother. If you're feeling any type of, one of my all-time favorite quotes from A Course in Miracles, I use it often, is the one wholly true thing that one can say about the past is that it's not here. And we can just flip that around. The one wholly true thing that one can say about the future is that it's not here. So what we have is the present moment. What you do in the present moment, how you perceive the present moment, allows you to shape a different future, a better future, a healed future. What you do right now, asking for that miracle in perception. Can I see myself as whole? Can I see myself as love? Can I see myself as healed right now? Regardless if that perception is something that regardless of what the perception sees, can I see deeper than the perception to form? That's what I was talking about earlier today, earlier in the live stream. That, let me bring this back real quick. There's nothing so blinding as perception of form. So, Max, the form that you are perceiving right now, the form that is unwell, that is feeling anxiety, that feels trapped, is blinding you, the perception of form of right now. But that doesn't mean it's true. How we heal is looking past perception, knowing that healing is possible, and asking for that miracle. The miracle might be leading you to a shift in diet. It might be leading you to go outside for a walk. It might be leading you to pray, whatever. But it's always leading you towards a healing. So keep asking for that miracle and allow it to guide you. Jay says, remember past has already prepared you for the future. Jay says, tomorrow always comes. So today, what you plan for tomorrow? Max says, thanks for the quotes, and thanks, Jace, also. Hey, Jenny, how are you, my friend? It's nice to see you. You have got here just in time for me to say goodbye so I can eat my oatmeal, take my walk. Jace is going to message me in just a minute. And hey, if anyone else wants to reach out, just to chat, whatever, if you want to do some breath work. Hey, breath work, healing. Don't need to think of it as an investment, because guess what? You're breathing anyway. It's going to happen. Can you use the moment of this breath work to introduce a healing breath? Max, the Ujjayi breathing, the ha sound, you can do that anywhere, anytime. 1, 2, 3 breaths, and it brings a whole lot of relief from anxiety. Practice it, then forget it, then practice it again, then forget it, practice it again. 1 breath. Just keep introducing the Ujjayi breath. Don't worry about any other breath. After you've been practicing that for a while, see about setting the intentionality of, okay, I'm going to sit in a chair and do 10 intentional Ujjayi breaths as a meditation. I'm just going to breathe in using the Ujjayi breath. I'm going to breathe out using the Ujjayi breath. 10 breaths. And then set the intention, I will do the same tomorrow. See where that leads you. Thank you, Jenny. Jenny drops the link for our friend Jace. And for me, thank you so much. Here's one of the things, just one of the things I love about our friend Joyful Jenny. Let me give you 2 of the things I love about Joyful Jenny. Her title name, Joy-Filled Jenny. And she really is joy-filled. The second thing, when she shows up in a live stream, it is 99.9% with the intent every time, how can I help? How can I serve? What can I do for you? Amazing. I'm always amazed that people like Jenny, people like Jace, people like Max and Sniper and Dale, Smile Face, how they end up here in my channel. It's pretty amazing. Jenny says, Jace, can you comment on one of my posts so I can share your channel? All right, guys, so let's go make oatmeal together, because you guys will be with me. Jenny says, we are here to serve. Yes, we are. So, anyway, hey, Dale, you still here? I was talking about you earlier. You've inspired me to my after workout asana, yoga asana session. I'm going to devote to the 5 Tibetans again. I mentioned before that the 5 Tibetans they've been a in and out practice for me for well over 30 years. Um, I'm going to, and we're doing them again last year to help me heal my back injury. Um, I shifted to something else, but I'm going to bring them back in. Max says, the algorithms brought me here, but your kindness, wisdom, and community kept me here. Namaste. Namaste to you. I think the algorithms do us a great favor. I've connected with so many people just through the gift of algorithms. Eric Lapointe. Eric Lapointe tells a story sometimes of him coming home in a bad mood. Just sort of tossing the phone aside, and when he picked it up later, he looked on YouTube, and algorithms. Some weird bald guy saying he was a yogi, doing some breathing, and saying how breath work, can make you feel better. And he listened in. Every once in a while, he'd leave a comment, came back the next day, left a few comments, and now look, Eric Lapointe, a fixture, a leader in the community, just from that little gift of algorithms. Miss Blipper, another one, a gift from the algorithms. Squirrel Sniper showed up around the same time as Eric Lapointe, so about a year of friendship with Squirrel Sniper. Same with Dale Clark. The amazing Amanda. So, hey, thank you to the algorithms. Jace says, namaste to you, my friend. Miss Blipper, it's nice to see you. Jenny says, Jace, I am listening. Okay, awesome. Jenny says, the amazing Amanda, who is truly amazing. Her entire household is devoted to animals. Jenny says, namaste. Miss Blipper sends some love to Joyful Jenny. I hope you guys take a moment to connect. And I'm going to see everyone later. I'll be live again one-ish. Well, not one-ish. I'm always live at 1. Miss Pepper sends love to Jace. So if you guys are bored, if you're awake, if you're around, if you're not doing anything more important, come on by and hang out. Always appreciated. We'll continue our conversation. We'll talk about something entirely new. Guys, I'll see y'all later. Love you, my friends. Joyful says, Jace, you are love born bald as a baby and bald again. I love that. Clark says, or Dell says, what do you think about Carl Jung's idea about the shadow, the idea that every dark thought and potential for evolution, which we don't show the world, is inside every human being? I talk about the shadow quite a bit. I absolutely love that concept. Jung developed something called shadow work, and believe which some people practice. I have on occasion. Big believer in shadow work. I've read quite a few books on shadow work and the shadow. We always think the shadow as darkness, but remember, we also project all the heroic qualities that we are unable to recognize about ourselves upon other people. Shadow work corresponds very well with A Course in Miracles, that we are refusing to own our perceptions. We're refusing to own our projections. So we are projecting them out into the world. We're not experiencing reality, we're experiencing our perceptions. That's why Thomas Merton said, if we truly saw ourselves, the biggest problem in the world is that we would be on our knees worshiping each other, because they would be offering you this great reflection. And they do. So any darkness you see in the other, any error, any sin, any quality that you don't like is your projection. And when you own it, you release it, you let it go, and you begin to see the world in its original innocence. Hey, Phil, if you're around later today, bring that up again, and let's talk more about the shadow. Robert Johnson, transpersonal psychologist, has some wonderful books on the shadow. He, however, was not a big fan of A Course in Miracles. Go figure. It's not for everyone. Nor is Buddhism. Nor is yoga. All right. So, I'm going to see you guys later. Joyce said, if we truly saw ourselves, we would be on our knees worshiping. Absolutely. If we truly saw everything, and everyone, it would be amazing. Max sends love to Jenny. From bald we are, from bald we will return. Some of us, some people leave the world with a entire head of hair. The lucky ones. I'll be honest with you. I don't care. I'm happy with my head. Miss Booker says, breathing is for everyone. It is. Breathing is for everyone. We're going to do it. Max, throughout the day, 1 or 2 Ujjayi breath. And if you want another demonstration of the Ujjayi breath, let me know. I'll be happy to send it to you. Bill says, thanks for answering. You're right. Something I knew but didn't say because I didn't want to look like a hero. If you like or know or all. So I suppressed it. So it's just the dark side. Absolutely. Imagine accepting our heroes as us. Those that we immortalize, those that we worship. They're us. Everyone, every single one. From Jesus to Buddha to Krishna, us, who we are. It's Sunday. Go to church today. And by church, go to the mirror and look yourself in the eyes. And see the essence of Namaste. The divinity, the light within me, salutes and recognizes the light within you. Hey, Funny Mita, my friend, how are you? Imagine knowing that we are love. And that's the operative word, knowing. Knowing. Remember that ego projects, love extends. As soon as you recognize that you are love even a little bit, all you can do, all you want to do is extend it. Another word synonymous with extension is service. This is why Joyful Jenny says we're meant to serve. We are meant to extend love. Hey, T. Jenny says, how can we help? How can we serve? To hello, Funny Mita. If you can watch a playlist, if you can go over and maybe watch a video or a short from Funny Mita, she has asked for help. I like to bring her up as often as possible. Miss Pippa says, discourse about projecting outward our faults helped me greatly. Thank you for all the support. Absolutely, Miss Pippa. It does help quite a bit. Max says, I love how you said you're already breathing, so I might as well take the opportunity to breathe differently and harness the power of breath work. And that's the wonderful thing of that Ujjayi breathing, because you doesn't have to be formalized. You can do it anywhere, anytime, for any number of breaths. And it never should be forced. It's just a very natural. And I'll do more about this. I'm going to try to do a video later. I will. Funny Mita, I will. I will come and I will watch a video. For two reasons. One, you asked me to. And for two, I really love your channel. And I love your videos. So it's always a pleasure to get a chance to go and watch. T says, Sleepy B here, just listening. We're going to end the live stream in just a minute. Church is not a physical place, but a spiritual place. Absolutely. All right. So I'm going to get to my oatmeal. I'm going to take a walk. And then we'll see what else unfolds for today. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I love my 5 a.m. live streams because of you. And you know who you are. Sorry, I just did a Selma finger wag. It's not personal. Love you guys. Take care. Hey, Funny Mita, I am on my way to your channel.